Today, we follow two individuals over a single day to reveal the dramatic internal consequences of our daily choices regarding activity and rest. On the left, meet our sedentary friend who starts the day by reaching immediately for their glowing smartphone screen. Meanwhile, on the right, the active individual begins with mindful movement, gently stretching the body awake. Inside the sedentary body, we immediately see sluggish circulation, a slow, heavy stream of blood moving through major vessels. Contrast that with the active side, where blood pulses vigorously, carrying energy efficiently throughout the system. As the sedentary person settles in for hours of laptop work, the muscles begin to quietly disengage, signaling inactivity. The active person takes purposeful walking breaks, momentarily jolting the large muscle groups into necessary, calorie-burning action. Internally on the left, the accumulation of fuel begins as the body deposits excess energy, starting with that familiar layer around the midsection. On the right, the active metabolism is already turning stored fat into usable power, effectively shrinking those energy depots. The sedentary person's breathing remains shallow, limiting the capacity of the lungs to fully expand and take in deep, refreshing oxygen. Conversely, the active individual's lungs inflate completely during exertion, maximizing oxygen transfer for sustained performance. Midday arrives, and our sedentary viewer settles onto the couch, completely engrossed in endless streaming entertainment. For the active partner, this break translates into a vigorous swim, which is a full-body workout engaging multiple muscle groups. The internal view on the left now shows the developing thick layer of visceral fat, pressing uncomfortably against vital organs. On the active side, the heart muscle strengthens with every beat, pumping blood with greater force and less strain. We observe that inactive muscles are essentially idling, rapidly losing their efficiency and readiness to respond to any demand. The active participant incorporates short stretching sequences, ensuring flexibility remains high and joints remain lubricated and mobile. Even small changes, like standing up frequently, disrupt the sedentary pattern, sending better signals to the sluggish metabolic system. The sedentary body struggles to process the day's caloric intake efficiently, leading to more and more fat storage indicators. Conversely, the active body demonstrates a consistently high rate of energy expenditure, burning fuel even during rest periods. As evening approaches, the sedentary individual opts for long periods of uninterrupted screen time, further cementing their static state. The active person uses this time for community engagement, perhaps joining a casual fitness class or a group walk. Looking inside the sedentary body now, we see the liver working overtime, often burdened by accumulating fat around its structure. The active liver, however, remains clean and highly functional, processing nutrients effectively without unnecessary burden. We must also acknowledge the impact on mood, as inactivity often dampens the release of those feel-good endorphins. Movement, even moderate activity, triggers a cascade of positive neurochemicals, boosting energy and overall psychological well-being. The expanding belly fat on the left is not just cosmetic. It actively wraps around deep structures, signaling higher systemic risk. The active body maintains a lean profile where internal space is optimized for organ health, not for fat storage expansion. As bedtime nears, the sedentary person finally slows down, but the metabolic rate remains artificially depressed from the day's inertia. The active individual benefits from efficient overnight repair, as elevated activity optimizes the body's crucial nighttime recovery processes. Imagine the difference after just one day. The left side is already reinforcing patterns of accumulation and reduced function. The right side, however, has actively primed its systems for better energy utilization and superior organ protection for tomorrow. Every small choice throughout that 24 hours contributed to one of two vastly different internal landscapes. The path to a healthier internal environment isn't about one perfect workout. It's about consistently choosing movement over stillness. Your body is a sophisticated machine, and regular activity is the essential maintenance that keeps every single component running optimally. Start recognizing those small daily opportunities to inject activity, because your future self will thank you for the consistent effort. Embrace the active lifestyle and watch as your internal architecture transforms from burdened to brilliantly efficient.